What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crimson Shores, our beautiful, beautiful Far Cry 5 map that has taken me about a whole year to finish at this point. That's an exaggeration, of course. I mean, we started about, I think it was about like well, it was actually about a month ago. Or, you know what? I have no idea now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, we're back. You know, we're trying to finish this ASAP. As I said last episode, we are in the grinding mode, and we are just trying to finish this damn level because I am ready to move on to the next one, man. I kind of took a little bit of a too big of a task here, I realized, because I went ahead and looked at my older maps, and this turns out to be the biggest map I have ever made, and clearly I don't think I was ready to take on such an immense responsibility, because man, it has been hard to stay motivated to finish this map. But in a way, it's kind of motivating me now because I am so eager to finish it that I kind of just want to get it done and over with. So that being said, we're gonna switch this over to 3x speed so we can start the speed build. Today we're basically going to make this base that I have been talking about for a minute, as well as, you know, get it nice and set up here on the bottom so that if you do jump down there and get on the boat and you drive over here, there is a nice little hut that you can skim through and look through and see what's going on. So yeah, we're gonna basically start by taking out all the grass from here because I figured that makes more sense, right? I mean, in real life, if there's white sand, usually there's not grass, right? You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure that's even correct, but I think it looks a lot more natural if there isn't any grass. So we're leaving it there. We're gonna leave it there, and we're just gonna, you know, it's grassless sand. Okay, that's just how it is. That's what this world that I created has in store for the player. Threw some kayaks behind the building. Gonna throw some rocks around, make it look, you know, somewhat detailed. I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's getting hard to do these. Like I said, it's getting hard to stay inspired, especially because I have made so many POIs in this type of biome that, like, I'm like run dry of ideas. Basically, the last Crimson Shores was my first one that I've ever published, but before that I've made about 5 or 6 iterations of this map, with these same rocks, these same architecture style choice. You know, in between I had posted other maps that were different, like somewhat of like a horror map kind of, and a city map. But in the background, I have been trying to make a big open world desert greenery. This map, I have been trying to make this several times, and I completed it, and that was my last map, the first Crimson Shores. And then because I was so like happy with it, I really wanted to make it a series and have a story, because I think that would just be cool, especially because I feel like all my maps kind of have like a signature to them. Really, I don't think anybody else is really making Far Cry maps the way I make them, and I'm trying to say that without tooting my own horn. Really, this is just me being perfectly honest. I feel like I have a nice style, so I really wanted to like carry that through with a story that, you know, went through the events of each map. And so that's where the first Crimson Shores came in, and that's why it's episode 1 and this is episode 2. And because I finished that last episode going through a tunnel, I just, you know, it didn't make any sense for me to change the entire biome. So I went ahead and made this map, which is what we're doing now. Well, before this map, actually, I know I'm going back and forth a lot, but before this map, I literally made a whole other map in this game, and I had started it and got about 25% of the way through, and then I ditched it completely and then started this one. Which was a good thing, because this is how I started my YouTube channel. And you know what? I'm really happy with the YouTube channel, and I'm excited to keep going with it. So it was a blessing in disguise. But god damn, I am tired of this biome. I need to do something more creative and different. And so that is what the goal is for next time. Definitely going to be alpine, snowy, I think. Maybe a nighttime map. I don't think I've ever made a nighttime map, so I think that'll be fun to really do for the first time. And I definitely don't want to make another huge map, because knowing me, man, I just lose that inspiration pretty quick, you know. And when I made this map like as big as it is, it was a mistake, truly. But that being said, don't get me wrong, we are finishing this goddamn map. We're finishing it. If it is the last thing I ever do on this channel, it'll be done. So that being said, we are basically going to go ahead and speed run the final remaining POIs, which there's only 2 left. Well, 3 kind of. This is one of them, this base right here. And then we'll have the under the bridge. I kind of want there to be something, I'm not sure what it is, but just a nice something to basically transfer you, you know, from one end of the map to the other, give you something to look at. And then of course the airfield on top of the mountain, which is where our level will end. And then after all of that, those 3 POIs, once we finish that, we're gonna do the AI. And then on my off time, without the camera rolling, I am going to go in and then do a whole lot of final touches, make sure it really looks really pretty and nice. And then I will go ahead and upload a playthrough of it, basically breaking down all my decisions, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what we can improve for the next one. And that will be that. So all in all, I know we've been counting down how many episodes have been left, but I think if we take that into account, maybe 4 or 5 left, which is not bad at all. We are almost there. I can't believe it. And if this is episode 13, that means 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 episodes. And if I just do the math real quick, I usually do about 2-hour recordings for each one of those episodes. So 2 times 18 is it is 42 or something like that. I wonder how off I am, but yeah, something like that. So this has been about 42 hours, and you know what's left of it, you know, probably take us over to the 50 mark. So yeah, 50 hours spent making this level that about 5 people will play in their lifetimes. But hey, it isn't about that. It's a hobby and I really enjoy doing it. Definitely not for this long, but you know, that we'll just ignore that part, and we'll say that it was definitely fun, and it was definitely really cool having you guys join me. You know, making these YouTube videos and doing that whole thing has been a lot of fun. So I'm really glad that I started this, and I'm glad that, you know, we're actually pulling through and we're actually gonna finish it. So basically, getting back into what we're doing in the actual video itself. We went ahead and basically put down this whole base. As you see, it's looking really cool, really nice. It came out a lot better than I expected, considering that I kind of rushed it a little bit. I think it all makes sense. It looks good where it's at. I like the shape of it, if that makes kind of sense. I think it's not just a square, and I think that makes it look more unique. I like the explosion oil. I like the gas tank for the, you know, it's kind of like a fueling station, I guess is what I was going for. Kind of like a barracks as well. You got all these tents for the soldiers, or I don't know if you would call them soldiers. In the game, they're the Peggies, right? So the Peggies, somewhere for them to sleep, somewhere for them to fuel their big ass trucks. Oh my god, I cursed. Somewhere to fuel their big trucks, and yeah, something in the middle, another POI for you to fight over, basically, in the map. Of course, once again, I overdid it, right? Because this base was not supposed to be this big. In all reality, it was supposed to be much smaller. It was supposed to be like basically half this size, but I got carried away, like I always do, and made it just harder for myself, like I always do. But whatever, you know, we're just gonna go ahead, place these crates down, forget all about it, and you know, we're just there for the ride. Because I'll be honest, by the end of this episode, like around this point when I'm putting down the crates, I remember thinking to myself, hey, you know what, I'm having fun. So, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But hey, you know what? Bonus video this week. Bonus video. I'm posting this one probably either tomorrow or the day after. Depends how long it takes me to upload. And that leaves me with about 2 or 3 days to finish my Planet Coaster video, which I've already recorded. And that'll probably be the one that goes up on Thursday. So, bonus video. I'm doing it, guys. I'm back to 100. I'm not sick anymore. I'm able to talk. Man, bro, I had like the worst sore throat. You guys have no idea. Like, that stuff was killing me. Like, talking was in actual pain. I've never had a sore throat that bad before. It was so bad, I went to the Minute Clinic at CVS to go make sure it wasn't strep, bro. That's how bad it was. So yeah, it is what it is. Now I'm sitting here wondering if I should be recording the next, because really what I want to do next for the level is go in and kind of touch up what we've done so far. But I don't think that's good enough for video, especially because in cases like that, I'm not really going in with like a plan. I'm just going through on eye level, basically walking through the map and looking at what looks off, what looks right, and then basically fixing things. So I don't think I'll make that a video, but I'll make sure that the next video we do, I'll walk through what I've changed, much like I did the house POI earlier on, because that one I basically detailed it mostly on camera, but I did go in and make a lot of changes off camera. So I'll probably end up doing that again for this one, for this area at least, especially the mountains on the top, because I did get kind of lazy with that area. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There is basically just one shed up there, but to be fair, I kind of have to do it because we don't got a lot of budget left, and I really need to make that airfield up there as well. So the mountain area is gonna stay just a mountain area. I'll probably just have it look a little prettier. I'll make sure to put some more foliage and stuff up there so it's nicer to walk through. And then when I do the AI, I'll probably have some soldiers patrolling around there as well, just to keep it a little interesting. Maybe I'll throw a little something simple, maybe like a broken down car and some boxes or something like that. But yeah, now we're just gonna go ahead and throw the foliage, which is the beautiful final touch. Always my favorite part when I get to this point where I can just start throwing down trees and bushes, because that means that basically I'm done, really. Like, all the crates and cover is where it needs to be, and the trees and the foliage are there to just fill up the space and make it look more real. So as you can see, we went with these juniper, I think is how you pronounce it, juniper trees for this area, because I really like having biomes. I think it's really fun. When we first started this map, we went with a lot of palm trees for that first village, and then in the house area we got those aspen trees, I believe is what they're called, and then for this area we got the little junipers mixed with the palm, of course, just to keep it consistent. But I really like doing that. I think it helps separate all the POIs and makes them look unique from one another, so that you always know where you are at in the map. So I do like having those separate biomes. So yeah, we're gonna throw some palm trees around there, and yeah, I also like how this little shed down here came out. I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely simple, but that's what we're going for. I'll probably throw a little car down there just so that somebody can, drive if they don't feel like walking all the way up the hill. And we all know how players are. We know how gamers are. We like to take shortcuts for sure. Not a whole lot of gamers out there like smelling the in-game flowers, really. So I'll make sure to put a little car down there. The thing is, we don't really have a lot of vehicle assets left that we can use in the budget. I think I could probably put down 2 or 3 more, and one of them needs to be the plane. So I'll probably do that first. I'll probably put down a plane first, and then if there is some extra space in the budget, I'll probably put a car down there just to make traversal a little bit easier. I wanted to put a truck in here, but again, because of the budget, I decided against it. But yeah, finishing off with these little sage bushes, probably another top 5 asset in the game. I do love putting down those sage bushes, and they pair really nicely with the extra biome. Throw down some grass to fill out the empty space, and that is pretty much everything on this front. And that is basically the whole base, and I think it looks phenomenal. Honestly, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself considering I did this without too much joy. Let's be real. I was really trying to get this base done and over with, just like the rest of the map, but I think it came out pretty nice, and I think it fits in really well with the rest of the map. I can't wait to put some soldiers in there and make it a whole thing, really. And here we go, flying by what we've made today. And as you can see, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think there's really much else I want to do. I'll probably throw down some rock assets around and call it a day for that area pretty much. And then of course I do want to finish touching up the little house near the lake as well. In the next episode, we will go ahead and make our checkpoint, detail it, and as well as under the bridge. I still have to think of something to put down there, but yeah, that'll do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed another beautiful speed build of our Crimson Shores, our little love child here. That is, we're working on it for sure. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.